Good morning, guys. How you doing? Top of the morning to you. The other day I told you the last two animals on the planet were going to be a cockroach and a coyote. I forgot one animal. We have to add it to the list, and here it is. He thinks he's bad to the bone. I'll tell you what. If that guy got a hold of your finger, he'd hurt you. Me and these guys go back a long way. Back to the early 60s. Old Steve-O started a trap line. And I was catching these, and I had a government housing project not far from me. And what I did as a kid to make money, I had a little red wagon. I pulled it around. I drug my lawnmower around, mowed yards, this and that. But then after I got my yard work done, I would go out on my trap line. And I was catching possums and raccoons. I was fishing for turtles. And I would take them to the housing project with my little red wagon with sides on it. And I'd sell these guys. Made good money, by the way. But these days, the only critter I sell is raccoons. And just about all my raccoon buyers are about deceased. I've got a couple old guys that still buy them. But nobody wants the possums anymore. The old possum, nobody wants them. I guess they think they're eating a rat or something. They get turned off. I don't know. But anyway, I used to sell these things to a guy too. He had connections with a cancer research. And this was in the 80s. And I sold that guy a ton of possums for $8 a piece. I had cages similar to this, tad wider, and they were just cages with a half-hatched door that I would put the animal in. I tie wired 2 soup cans in, one on each corner, and then I'd cut a square hole out here, about a 1-inch hole, where I could drop a PVC pipe in there and load one of those with dry dog food and the other one with water. I'd put hay in. I set these on sawhorses, these cages. I would put roofing tin over top and put them in the shade so they wouldn't overheat. And it'd take me about 2 weeks to fill up 20 of these cages. Sometimes I'd have more. So I was running 50-some live traps. And I would save up 20 of these possums and haul over about an hour east of me to this guy's place. It was a state run. The state was watching him. They hated him. They wanted to shut him down, but they couldn't. He was like grandfathered in. And anyway, he would make a one-shot cage made out of this welded wire, and he had 4 compartments in it, and he was shipping those things out of TIA, Tampa International Airport, on a regular basis. He never would tell me where they're going. I didn't push it. I didn't really care, but anyway, the kid got into drugs. And once he got into that, things went to hell, okay? So that shut down, and then he didn't have any money to buy my product or nothing. Got tired of fooling around with him, and finally, he just went out. I haven't talked to him in eons. I don't know what happened to the kid. Anyway, that's a little story on the possums. So these days here, old Steve-O just takes him over here to the park. You would love to get me, wouldn't you, buddy? I know. You're having a bad day. Life sucks. I know. So these traps I make are kind of cool because you can flip them upside down, and the door automatically opens. Back up there, boy. Back up. Peg him. Peg him. Once he realizes he's out of the cage, he's going to get going here. Yeah, you're free, bud. Get going. Get going. The woods is that way. Well, you're having a bad day, buddy. Yeah, we'll get him gone, and then what we'll do is go over and go to the pig woods and check the food. It's been 2 days. I got fresh batteries and a fresh CD card in there, and anyway, he's actually a pretty handsome possum. He's got a lot of black in him, and fur buyers used to like that. The possums that sold to that guy, by the way, had to be 5 pounds plus. This guy here, he's well over 5 pounds. Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys know if it's someone buying these things for cancer research. You let me know. Give me some contact info. Of course, they got to be in Florida. I am not shipping these things out of TIA, I can tell you that. I can't imagine what that would cost. So can you imagine what this guy was doing? He was giving me $8. He'd buy 20 at a time. He'd make a one-shot cage, and then he would pay the shipping on that to that. So there's no telling what this guy was getting for these things. If he was giving me $8, he was probably getting $50 a piece for these things. My guess. He's trying to get orientated. I brought probably 6 of them over here in the last, I don't know, month. And usually they're smaller ones, and when they hit the ground, when they open that cage and I bump them out, them little guys, I mean, are hauling butt to that woods. So we're probably getting an overload of possums in this place. We had a hell of a rain last night. You can see here, this is all flooded here. Got a lot of horse people come in this park. There's horse trails. This thing is, I don't know how many acres it is. It is a big section of woods. Yep. Alright guys, let's go to the pig woods and see what's going on. Leave old Mr. Opie here to figure it out. Hey guys, in the pig woods. Looks like they've been hitting my corn pretty good here. I had a good pile of corn here. See how many hits we got on this camera. Wow, 378 hits. We're going to take this camera back and to base camp, and I'll show you what's on the footage. And I don't know if there'll be any talking on it. I may just select, the pictures I want you guys to look at, the critters, and then I'll put them up and load them in to the video. I forgot to tell you something. The possums spread a virus, and that's one more reason I forgot to tell you that. The reason I'm relocating these, because I got a lot of horse people. I'm not a horse owner myself, but I got a lot of horse owners around me, and they don't even know I'm doing them a favor, because these possums, a lot of times they'll get into feed sacks and whatever, and they'll poop in there, and when they do, and then if the owner misses that and throws it in the horse, and the horse eats it, they get a virus. And I don't remember the name of it. It really doesn't matter. It's just a virus they get, and it's like AIDS in humans, and that animal will just slowly go downhill and die from it if you don't get the vaccine. And I talked to one of my old neighbors the other day about this, and her horse had it, and she just found out. She has since moved away. She's further northeast of me, and her horse picked it up there. And they do it through a blood test, and I said, how much is that costing you? Now, years ago, it was $100. I think it was $100 a month. And now, thank you very much, greedy Big Pharma. You know, because it's in humans and vets too. You know, they're out of control. But anyway, she said, I don't know. She said, I haven't got the bill yet. I said, I understand it was like $100 a month. She said, oh no, we're 1,000 plus. I said, you have got to be kidding me. She said, no. But she's doing all right, I guess, and she can afford it. But good Lord, $1,000 a month to keep a horse alive, and you got to do it the rest of the horse's life. And horses live a long time, so I thought I'd pass that on. They are good, and another reason I get rid of them, they're digging up my garden all the time. Now, what they're looking for is slugs, the grub slugs, worms. They eat all that stuff, so that is a benefit. But it's just an annoyance for me because they're digging holes, digging up crops. I don't like it, so I just relocate them, and I do the pest control myself. I just pick them up, the critters. I just pick them up, put them in soapy water, whatever, to get rid of those. But thought I'd pass that on about the little slug eaters. Getting rid of the slug eaters. All right, guys, good to see you. You know, I can see you. So I will go back, load this video up, and show you what kind of critters we got. I have not put in my snaring equipment yet in here. It will be happening soon. I'm getting these animals comfortable. I'm keeping them full. They haven't cleaned that up yet, so they are full of corn. I'm fattening up these hogs organically. Organic hog farming. Okay, free range. How about that one? So that's what we're doing. I'm going to try to take 2 out of this woods this year. That'll be plenty for me and my buds. And kind of a fun challenge. I've enjoyed trapping my entire life. And it never gets old for me. It's kind of like beekeeping. It never gets old for me. I know it doesn't take much to entertain old Steve-O. I know I'm a cheap date. All right? Okay, guys. Be happy. Be strong, because we got to keep carrying on. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.